will tell you this. I love this river more than anything else. I've loved this river, even from the time I was a toddler back in Missouri. Before we get too much further out of port, I think I should mention that you best not be sitting on those handrails. They're the only thing between you and the river. And the river don't always take kindly to uninvited guests. You also have to force the river pilots operate on the vicinity. So I wouldn't lean out here on those rails for that. Rivertown was passed as frontier land. A few years back, it was no more than a boat town carved out of the wilderness by a handful of settlers looking to start a new life. Today, it's typically a Victoria or Southern Ranch. Oh, it still has its share of footloose trappers, field owners, prospectors, and Indians too. But mostly it's flush time, and well on its way to become a fine big city. Frontierland reminds me some of my own hometown, Hannibal. Takes me back to when I was a barefoot boy growing up alongside the riverbank. You know, it seems to me that when I was young, I could remember everything, whether it happened or not. As I grow older, I seem to remember only the things that never happened at all. See that peak just beyond the outskirts of Frontierland? That's the Chickasha Hill, or at least it used to be. Danvers a few years back, folks been calling it Splash Mountain ever since. Some of these things are riding all around logs over the big falls. It's far-fetched, I know, but it's true. All my life, it seems I never could tell a lie that anybody would tell, nor a truth that anybody would believe. But believe me when I tell you, truth is the most valuable thing we have. So I make sure I only use it with the tongue. The Indians named it that because of the sound the falls used to make when the big trick speculator showed up, and it ain't stuff because of the sound of blasting powder going off every few minutes. There's not so much blasting these days. Ghost stories. Runaway mine train only down to simple-hearted, terror-filled folks like you. He can navigate the Liberty Bell on a heavy move. Isn't that so fast? Well, I was born humble, Captain. The musty is worn off. Captain, Indian Village report. Sounds like something you don't see much up this way. That's how what Indian Village. Mostly from the mountain front. Usually they stay further east. I've seen Seminole in Miami as far west. And of course, Shoshone, Blackfeet, Provo, and I've never seen hunters out here. Lots of game out this way. I've seen moose and deer and plenty of other critters along the shoreline. The big water of mountains are not this far. There's following the food trail. After nightfall, they'll return to warn the great voyagers of honor to the top. That's the deck watch. Told to port starboard. Engine room, steady out. You're entering shallow water, but there's no cause for worry. Sam knows every shoal and shallow, every snag and sandbar in this part of the river, and he will navigate us through the safe water. You wouldn't steer him off, would you, Sam? I believe we ought never to do wrong, especially when others are looking. Leave first. Leg out. captain, myself, and the crew, thanks for flying the waterways with us. I hope I see you next time around here again.
Thanks, Sam, and thank you, everyone, for traveling the rivers of America with us today.
Engine room. Approach levee at 1/4 speed. And the bow line. Pursuit, check brake and cargo. All hands prepare to dock. All passengers, stand by to go ashore. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Liberty Square. At this time,